watching this live stream of Marion High School athletics on the Wildcat Gameday. The action is brought to you by the Swinford Media Group and all of our sponsors. Watermark Auto Group, John A. Logan College, Black Diamond Family of Businesses, Illinois Army National Guard, Deaconess Illinois Medical Center, Binkley-Ross Funeral Home, Legence Bank, First Southern Bank, Bank of Herrin, Banterra Bank, Garner State Farm Insurance, Paul Jacobs for Senate, SouthernTrust Bank, Marion Plumbing, Austin Dickson, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Anderson Boys Trash Service, The Roofing Guys, Anderson's Furniture, SIU Credit Union, Clark Natural Stone, Kemper CPA Group, Wit Wisdom, The Hub Recreation Center, The Print Shop, Blush and Ivory Bridal Boutique, Moreland, Bishop McDonald's,
Good evening and welcome to Cuss Wilson Gymnasium, where it's Wildcat Game Day. You are watching the tail end of the junior varsity game between the Marion Wildcats and visiting Cahokia, and they are going to wrap this up in under 30 seconds, and looks like Marion's going to easily win it, up 72-57 at this point. Marion's JV has looked good tonight, and Cahokia always a tough opponent on any field you play them on, so good start for the JV tonight as at home, as they are opening the home basketball season for the varsity Wildcats. Are opening the season altogether as they are coming in ready to get into action, jumping right in with South 7 play. And this is Bill Swinford with Swinford Media Group. I'm going to be with you tonight alongside is Gage Johnson. Riley Swinford is on assignment elsewhere tonight, and so we'll be bringing you the action from here at Cuss Wilson. Already a good crowd on hand. Notice the band's getting into place. This is going to feel just like a varsity basketball game, which it will be as soon as this buzzer goes off. And the courts will clear, the varsity team will come on, and we'll be back in just a moment. Gage will join me when we come back with a Binkley-Ross Funeral Home pregame show right after this.
Hi, Wildcat fans. I'm Brad Poole, president of the Watermark Auto Group. I invite you to come experience the fastest, friendliest, and fairest car buying in our little corner of the world. Our friendly sales representatives will provide you in writing with our best price, trade value, monthly payments, all within minutes of your request. No pressure, no hurdles, no tricks, and no surprises. Experience the Watermark difference for yourself at Watermark Ford Hyundai or Watermark Nissan of Marion. Fast, friendly, fair. That's Watermark.
Welcome back to Cuss Wilson Gym, and it's time for the Binkley-Ross Funeral Home pregame show here on Wildcat Game Day. Gage Johnson has joined me. Gage joined us throughout the football season. We're always glad to have him with us in the booth. And Gage, this is our first time getting to do basketball with you here on Wildcat Game Day.
Oh yeah, and I'm excited. Looking forward to it. It's been a long time since I've been to a Wildcat basketball game. It's got to probably have been before college at this point, after all my years of covering high school sports in Kentucky. So excited to see some Wildcat basketball today, and what better way than the home opener, the season opener now, because of some travel issues.
Yeah, so they were due to start the season last weekend, set to travel to Jacksonville for the Jacksonville Crimson Classic, which is kind of a post-Thanksgiving hoops tournament, and the Wildcats have played there in the past couple of years. But the threat of ice and snow last weekend caused the Wildcats and other teams in the event to err on the side of caution. So they are instead opening their season here tonight at home, and that's nice. That hasn't happened many times in recent years that they get to open at home, and that's good for this team, which has some varsity experience, Gage, but they are bringing back some players, but they've got some new ones to work in this year.
Oh yeah, a much different team from last year. They finished 22-6 last winter, went third in the South 7, but now they have a much younger roster going into this season. So you had some key departures, including a lot of veteran leadership. Caden Rogowski, Ethan Simmons, Race Hickey are all now playing college basketball, while Kyan Cole, Jared Stacy, Reese Anthony also graduated. So Gillespie said that this season's really going to rely on some player development and some on-court growth, so we may see some growing pains a little bit early.
They do have some players to bank on, brought to you by Legence Bank, and that's some of our returning seniors.
Yeah, I mean, that's led by Callahan Roper and Sam Atkins, the guys that we saw a bunch on the football field, now hitting the hardwood. And then Benji Bates also will anchor the returnees, while you've got juniors like Cam Curry and Blake Blue that are also expected to take on some bigger roles after playing a lot last year as sophomores. And then you've got some underclassmen that Gillespie seems to think that they're going to have some big minutes in the rotation, one of them being freshman Noah Lawrence, who had an incredible game in the JV game. I got here about halftime of that game, and he was in total control of the game at the point guard spot. So I'm interested to see what he can contribute at the varsity level, alongside some other names as Sincere Curry and Makai House, who are also sophomores that are going to try to get some meaningful minutes for the Wildcats.
So we have more for you on the Binkley-Ross Funeral Home pregame show, but before we get to that, we want to hear from more of our sponsors. We have so many fine sponsors that bring you Wildcat Game Day every time, and you saw so many of them on the sponsor roll at the beginning. We'll run that for you again at halftime, so you can be reminded all of the great businesses that make these games possible being brought to you. A lot of you have figured out how to watch these games from the comfort of your couch, right up, casting up onto your TVs, or at the very least on an iPad or your phone, and we hope that you enjoy this action tonight. But we'll be back with more of our pregame show right after this.
The teachers are really good, they're understanding.
All our faculty here teach from experience.
I love it. It's so hands-on.
They want to see us succeed.
There's so many options, so many things they can choose from.
I wasn't just another statistic out there.
My advisors and my professors have been very helpful.
I've felt completely at home from the first day.
Everyone has been so welcoming and helpful and encouraging. It's made it really easy. So I would for sure recommend John A.
At Deaconess, Illinois, we have redefined what it means to receive the care you deserve close to home. For residents throughout Southern Illinois, we're committed to providing the highest quality care using the most advanced technology. We're also making your experience as comfortable and convenient as possible. Deaconess, Illinois MyChart allows you to manage your appointments, view your test results, and communicate with your providers. Deaconess, Illinois, where advanced medicine and compassionate care come together just for you.
Black Diamond Harley-Davidson presents Why I Ride.
Hi, I'm Les Ingram, and this is Why I Ride. I taught special education for 28 years. I haven't drank in 34 years. I needed something to relieve the stress, and the bike does it wonderfully. I've been riding 34 years. I currently have, through the Harley Owners Group, Ride 365, I have 649,607 miles. As a matter of fact, I don't want to go anywhere unless I'm traveling on the Harley.
Anderson's Furniture and Mattress knows your sleep is important. That's why our mattress studio is one of the largest in the area. We've got Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and more. Tempur-Pedic mattresses start as low as $28 a month with up to 6 years interest-free financing. And Queen mattresses start at just $179. Plus, enjoy the comfort of our 90-day sleep guarantee and same-day delivery. And now, no credit needed.
Anderson's Furniture and Mattress. At Legence Bank, we make it easy to achieve your financial goals. Working with small businesses, farmers, and individuals, we strive to be your partner in convenient, local, and personalized banking solutions. From investing in your priorities to helping our community grow, we're committed to making a difference at Legence Bank.
I always know I can count on the people at Legence to answer my questions and connect me to the services I need.
We have you covered with a range of fraud prevention tools to keep your accounts safe and secure. With real-time debit card alerts, advanced encryption, and card controls, you can stay one step ahead of fraud with these security features.
Legence Bank supports you on and off the field. Go Wildcats!
Welcome back to the Binkley-Ross Funeral Home pregame show here on Wildcat Game Day. Bill Swinford and Gage Johnson bringing you the action tonight from Cuss Wilson Gym. This is the opener for the Wildcats. As we told you, their planned opener last weekend in Jacksonville was canceled due to the threat of ice and snow, and so they get to open at home this year. They are joined on the court by Cahokia. Gage, you were just saying we've seen Cahokia a lot over the years, but not sure we've seen them in red before.
Oh yeah, got the all red jerseys against the true road jerseys. A bit of a interesting look, but both teams have been getting after it so far in warm-up, so it looks like they're raring to go for some hoops action.
We do have about 7.5 minutes before we tip this thing off and we tell you our starting lineups, but we've got a big weekend planned here at Cuss Wilson. There's more basketball to come. Gage, tell us about that.
Absolutely. So everything started tonight with a triple header of sorts. You had the freshman game that started at 4:45 with JV following, and now we've got the varsity. But tomorrow it's got a full day of action, starting with the girls' game between Marion and Troy Triad at 11 a.m. And then you got boys' games the rest of the day with a number of different teams mixed in there, starting with Vienna and Effingham at 1. Robinson versus Carlisle County from Kentucky at 2:30. Meridian versus Lawrenceville at 4. Waltonville versus Carbondale at 5:30. And then last but not least, Freeburg and Marion will close things out at 7 tomorrow. And the Marion Stars Wildcat Game Day digital live stream team will be there to carry these two Marion games at the event out. So stay tuned to the Marion Star Facebook page and Swinford Media Group YouTube channel, starting with the pregame show about 15 minutes to the start of each game.
Yeah, so we will be here to bring you the girls at 11 and then back in the evening for the boys game against Freeburg. And so we look forward to a lot of good basketball, and we look forward to a lot of good basketball here tonight as the Wildcats have now gone to the locker room. 8 minutes till tip-off. We are going to check in with our sponsors a little bit more, as you've heard the Wildcat pep band in the background playing, and this place is buzzing with excitement. People looking forward to what should be an exciting team to watch this year. Stay tuned for more of the Binkley-Ross Funeral Home pregame show right after this.
Hey, this is Michael Anderson, owner of Anderson Boys Trash Service. We are locally owned and operated. We are reliable and affordable. Weekly trash service. I look forward to hearing from you soon. I appreciate you, and my family appreciate the business.
Now serving residential and commercial properties with roll-off dumpster rentals available. Call 618-925-1215 or find us on Facebook at Anderson Boys Trash Service.
Provide both surgical and non-surgical management for musculoskeletal conditions. In fact, about 1 out of 10 patients I see in the clinic actually come to surgery. The other 9 out of 10 we can treat and manage non-surgically. I don't require referrals. Patients can come to see me straight away. My philosophy, again, is optimize non-surgical treatment before I perform surgery. Once I do surgery, unfortunately, I'm a perfectionist. My wife gives me a hassle. If I'm in the room and this picture on the wall is crooked, I will fix it, even in your house. I think part of that is the masonry background, because everything's got to be, again, plumb level and as close to perfect as you can achieve. You can shoot for perfection, accept excellence. That's my rule.
At The Hub, we're not just a fitness center. We're a community powered by people who care. Our dedicated staff will guide you every step of the way on our world-class fitness floor. Dive into fun in our aquatics center. And with our fitness and aquatics classes, there's something for everyone. Join us for family events that bring our community closer. We're people-powered and we are here for you, creating a fitness experience that feels like family. Join us today at The Hub, where health and happiness meet.
And once again, we are back for the Binkley-Ross pregame show. One last segment here with 3.5 minutes or so before the buzzer sounds and we get ready to introduce our lineups. Bill Swinford with Gage Johnson, Swinford Media Group, bringing you tonight's action and several games this season for the Wildcats, both boys and girls. As we mentioned, you'll see the girls play on our live stream tomorrow right here from Cuss Wilson at 11 o'clock, and then boys again tomorrow evening, part of a full day of basketball, the Cuss Wilson shootout that's happening tomorrow. And as we look ahead to future games, what do we got, Gage?
Yeah, I mean, Marion's got a nice home stretch to start the season, which got to feel good despite having the early cancellations, because you'll have obviously tonight and then Freeburg tomorrow, but then you've got Breeze, Mater Dei, and Massac County all visiting Marion next weekend. When their first road test will be on Tuesday, December 16th at Mattoon. They also have some home contests with some conference foes leading up to Christmas, starting with Carbondale on December 19th and then Centralia 2 days before Christmas on the 23rd. And then they also have a road trip to Harrisburg on December 20th, which is the only other road trip before the holiday. They will also play in a holiday classic after Christmas in the Taylorville Holiday Classic on the 29th through the 31st before traveling to Mount Vernon and Robinson the weekend of January 9th through 10th.
All right, thank you, Gage. As we get ready to kick off the season here, we're going to talk a little bit about some of the Watermark Auto Group keys to the game.
Well, and I think keys to the game tonight, personally, you know, you've got a young team, not a lot of varsity experience, so this is huge, just getting some minutes. And it's got to be a nice boost to be able to do it right here in front of the home crowd. I think you want to set the tone right out the gate to start the season. So knowing you're playing an athletic team like Cahokia, you want to kind of set the tone early. Try to play at your own pace. Don't play at the other team's pace. Share the ball and play some hard defense. And if the Wildcats can do that, then they'll have a pretty good start to the night.
You know, they do have some experience coming back from some guys that are still kind of young. I mean,
absolutely.
I told you before the game, as I was looking at our returners, I had to be reminded that Cam Curry is as good as he's been, especially last year, but even the year before. He's still just a junior. He's got a lot of varsity playing time, which is going to help him a lot. But when you have some young players playing, you know that they're probably going to experience some jitters, and that's something just to be aware of. And the coaches got to be aware of that. There's really not much you can do about that until they get comfortable out there on the court. The coach will be, I'm sure, watching them. And it will help to have veterans of not just basketball, but many sports like Callahan Roper out there as a coach on the floor, to kind of keep everybody composed and keep everybody going.
Absolutely, and I mean, Gillespie's told us specifically, you know, he's not super stressed about the early wins and losses of the season. He really wants to see this group try to grow, and said that practice has been really nice, and that this is a group that shows that they want to get better each day, and that starts right here tonight.
Hey, there's the buzzer.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we're going to let our sponsors take it again for just a minute. We'll be back with more right after this.
Welcome to Wit Wisdom, located at 202 North Market in downtown Marion, Illinois. We're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 5. Stop in and check out our spirit wear, custom tees, embroidery services, and more, all in a historical boutique setting. Check us out anytime online at www.witandwisdomstore.com.
Remove your caps for the entrance of the colors.
Colors are being brought in, and the MHS Pet Band will be
our commander, Cadet Second Lieutenant Dylan Burnett,
playing the national anthem for us here in just a second. We'll observe and let you do the same.
Cadet Staff Sergeant Autumn Norman, Rear Guard, Cadet Airman Basic Caleb Weiss. And now the playing of our national anthem, performed by the MHS Pet Band under the direction of Mr. Joel Kirby.
Okay, just a moment here. We'll have our starting lineups.
Thank you. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the Comanches. At guard, number 1, Taven Miller. At guard, number 3, Kenari Griffin. At guard, number 5, Corion Rayford. At forward, number 10, Zatavian Grant. And at forward, number 35, Mikhail Henderson. The Comanches are coached by Fred Dancy.
And there's your Wildcat lineup. Gage, if you would, recap our Marion starters for us one more time.
Absolutely. So starting out, we've got senior Sam Atkins, and then he is joined by sophomore Makai House, fellow senior Callahan Roper, sophomore junior Cameron Curry, and then junior Blake Blue will hold it down in the middle, presumably, at the big old 6'5".
All right. Thanks again to Binkley-Ross Funeral Home for sponsoring our pregame show. We are ready for Wildcat Game Day, live here from Cus Wilson Gymnasium. Bill Swinford, Gage Johnson on hand to bring you the action. A season opener, a South 7 opener, both for the Wildcats tonight as they take on Cahokia. Always tough when you take on Cahokia. And Marion with a few question marks as they've got some new starters this year, lost some very talented seniors, but most of the guys you see on the court put in some good minutes last year, and we expect a lot from them. And here we go. There's the tip. Take it, Gage.
We got Taven Miller with the ball up top for Cahokia. Cahokia's going to look to use their athleticism, find the middle, and they do just that with the first shot as Miller misses that one at the elbow. Blue with the rebound. Push down the court to number 15, Makai House. His shot is off. And the first shot for both teams is underway as we're sitting here tied at 0-0 here early.
Yeah, I remember Blue playing a lot of minutes in the paint last year, and he's always good for some rebounds. He has a good nose for the ball. Got that first defensive rebound, just Wildcats couldn't turn it into points.
And a tough break right there. We talked about it early, wanting to set the tone defensively for Marion. Had the steal, which wasn't able to corral it. Would have been a nice transition bucket, but instead turns into the Cahokia as Marion will start their season down 2-0 here early. Curry with the ball up to Atkins, swinging over to Roper. Curry on the back cut, layup is good. Miller will bring it up. Looks like he's going to be running the show for Cahokia tonight. Swung across to the side, and looks like we got a travel. Cahokia running a lot of pick and roll up early, but if Marion can keep their pressure, it doesn't look like Cahokia has done much of getting downhill at the point right now. So Curry, who has the first bucket of the season for the Wildcats, he'll bring it up here. Facing a little bit of pressure here at half court. 4 set straight across for the Wildcats. Roper's got it, facing some pressure up top, swings it to Atkins in the corner.
Good to see Sam Atkins out there. He's missed so much of the last couple of seasons due to injury.
And a nice job of rotating the ball. Kind of got stuck there in the corner. Roper wasn't able to clear out, and they had to face a double team, but Curry got a little antsy before he took off there and gets called for the travel. And you're going to see a lot of those little calls, I think, here today. You know, first game really getting your feet underneath you. You're going to see a lot of little things like that go throughout this game. But as long as they can kind of keep that next play mentality, the Wildcats are looking to have a nice start tonight. Rebound by Blue there. He's able to wiggle it loose, and there's a foul on Cahokia.
2 rebounds already on the defensive end for Blue. You know, I noticed a little interaction there the last time down the court where Cam Curry kicked the dead ball to the ref, and the ref kicked it right back to him and asked him to pick it up and hand it to him. These are the kind of things that guys like Cam, still just a junior, have got to learn. Of course, that same ref called the travel on him when he came down here. Now, not saying that was anything but a legitimate call, but you want the refs to be your friends.
Nice drive by House. He's not able to get the first one, but he gets the follow.
Nice job by House.
Did a good job attacking the gaps. And right away, you can tell that Curry's going to be able to create space by himself, so other wings and bigs got to be ready to create off of what space he gives them. Number 35 for Cahokia tries to get inside. No avail there. Callahan gets a hand off it, and it'll go off of Cahokia's Ryford. Wildcats sit up 4-2 with 5 minutes and 30 seconds here to go in the first quarter.
The thing we don't talk about at this point of the season that we probably should is the transition. These guys like Callahan, all South football players, one of the top players in the state this year, and now he's transitioning to basketball shape, basketball body, basketball playing. He looked a little bit like a football player in that last play, but they didn't call a foul. Instead, it worked for him. Good defense by Callahan. They did call the foul there on Blue.
Yeah, Blue will get hit with the over the back. A little ticky-tack foul early on. Nice driving kick right there. Didn't result in any points, but I think it's important for Marion to be patient. You can already tell they've got a pretty comfortable set for their offense. But now, once it's a matter of getting through that first set, kind of being able to play make, or just kind of keep running until you find that shot. Just keep moving the ball.
Speaking of patience, we are operating without our engineer Ross Swinford tonight, and you'll be able to tell a little bit of that. It took me only about a minute to get that last Marion bucket up on the scoreboard, but we'll do our best to make it till Ross gets back. He'll be with us not tomorrow,
nice hands
but
from
hopefully
Curry to
next
jump
week.
out and get that one. Woo! About took that cheerleaders out in the process.
Goodness gracious.
Until he got some hands on him there in the back, he looked like he was ready to rear up and rock the rim there.
He's obviously disappointed that he didn't get to do that. I've enjoyed watching Curry play for a couple of years now. He always seemed to have all the potential in the world. Last year showed that potential to be true so many times. Looks like, yeah, they are taking that. Wasn't a shot foul. They are taking it out of bounds.
Nice pass from Atkins to Blue, and Blue will get himself on the board there. Marion doing a really nice job right now of kind of rushing Cahokia in their decisions. It's led to some harsh passes here and there, and just kind of making it seem like Cahokia is a little rushed out of their own pace. Ball up top for Cahokia. Swing over to Miller. Screen on Curry. He'll take a step back and shoot. He misses. Henderson will grab the rebound there, and he's fouled. That's a grown man right there, number 35. 6'2" for Cahokia. They'll have the ball out underneath.
That foul called on Sam Atkins.
Inbound to Grant. He's able to find his way inside to score. Curry will bring it up here, facing some pressure again. Hasn't seemed to bother him so far tonight. Playing with a real sense of calm, leading the offense here for the Wildcats so far. Blue attacks, gives it to Curry, who swings it over to Roper. House breaks across the middle. They can't find him. They try to get Atkins. It's tipped. Cahokia saves it. Atkins gets up and gets the slam. How about that? Sam Atkins, welcome back to the basketball floor.
That's got to feel good.
Marion gets back, gets the stop on the missed three by Cahokia. Curry will push. He's got room to operate by himself up top, right through the middle, and he's fouled.
He'll be shooting that one.
And if I am not mistaken, that's Ryford's second foul quickly. We're going to see here just to confirm in a second, but that's one of the few seniors for Cahokia, so that would be a key foul.
And he seems to have Cam as his responsibility, so that is a big early foul. 3:39 here in the first.
Curry sinks the first, and just like that, Ryford will head out as I expected. So now Cahokia will have to switch up their defense a little bit to adjust. We have our first Marion sub as well, as Benji Bates has come in for Callahan Roper, as he'll take a breather.
Senior for senior.
Miller with the ball up top for Cahokia. Him and Curry all on an island. Drives through the middle, finger roll, no good. Atkins with the board, he pushes, finds Curry. And there it is. Oh, the rim got the better of him. Marion's got to push and get back now as Cahokia brings it up the break. Nice step through, the floater's off though, and Curry will get the board. He looks ahead, finds Bates, who's open. Drives baseline, looks for Blue, and he's just out of reach. Cahokia's taken off the other way now. And Grant is fouled, going up for the layup. So a couple sloppy possessions right there from the Wildcats, and it's going to lead to Grant taking a couple free throws here for Cahokia.
So I'm told that Cahokia is already 2-3 on the season. This is already game 6 for them. What a difference in the early season. Cahokia coming in having played 5 games already. Marion, this is their first game, and they come, like I say, they came in 2-3.
Absolutely. I mean, what a better way to get started, in my opinion. You know, you're facing a team that's already had their battles. Now you're going to be battle tested with a conference opponent right away. So a nice way to kind of gauge where the Wildcats are here early on.
And at least we get to play them at home, right?
Absolutely. Roper will check back in for Bates, and it looks like we'll have freshman Noah Lawrence. He'll check in for his first action, coming in for House. He had an impressive JV game as he led the point through most of that game. And excuse me, Bates is still in. I will figure out who else that was that came off of that sub. But Curry's got the ball up top. Hand off to Lawrence. He'll swing it over to Roper. Curry on the back cut. Out to the corner for Blue. The 3. Good.
Nice.
12-5 Wildcats after the triple from the big fella. Miller hands off to Henderson. He'll hand it off to Griffin. Griffin pulls up from 3. No contact. He hits the ground. Blue's got the board and he's pushing. He finds Bates wide open. He'll pull it back out, swing it to Blue. Blue drives. And it looks like they're going to call a foul on the floor here. I like the aggressiveness so far from Blue.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, as I've said, he's been a good sub in the paint. He's showing a lot already early in the season. Now, I've seen him hit threes before, and I knew he had that in his bag, but he's not being shy out there at all. Nice drive to the basket, went up with the left hand, drew the foul, and looks like they're going to call that as a non-shooting foul again.
And you're absolutely right. That corner 3 for Blue, I can only imagine that his stature just opens the game up for him, because now they got to come out and contest that, and he's shown that he's quick enough to beat them off the dribble there. So something to look out for here for Marion. Lawrence swings it over to Bates. Back to Lawrence. Swing over to Curry. Roper wide open in the corner. 3 flies. Just off, but freshman Noah Lawrence getting in there. He misses his finish. He'll find another board. Kicks it back out up top. Roper, swing to Curry. Over to Bates. Marion being patient. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. They lead 12-6. Looks like Callahan Roper shuffled his feet there. So it was Atkins that came out earlier on that sub that I misspoke, but he'll check in here for Bates. And you don't get any points out of that possession, but Noah Lawrence, a freshman, already getting in there, getting 2 boards. He's 5'10", so he's not necessarily the tallest guy, but getting in there with the trees in his first varsity minutes. Some impressive things from him. Miller gets by Roper, floater up and good. Minute and a half to go here in the first. Wildcats lead 12-8 as Curry will bring this one up. Grant picks him up at half. It's swung over to Atkins. Now over to Roper. Blue, no hesitation in the corner. Had a hand in the face. Might not be the shot you're looking for that early in the shot clock here. Or game clock, excuse me. And we have a foul underneath. Cahokia ball underneath the basket.
Just a minute left here in the first quarter. And Marion's home opener here at Cuss Wilson Gym. We're watching Wildcat Game Day. Bill Swinford and Gage Johnson bringing you the action as Marion opens the season at home against Cahokia. Out to a 12-8 lead. As we mentioned a minute ago, this is Cahokia's 6th game on the season. They are 2-3. Marion just getting started.
Yep, and Cahokia is now sitting at the free throw line. Already hit a quarter bonus with 5 fouls, so Cahokia knocks down the first of 2 here.
I'm still getting used to this quarter bonus thing, especially since I watch a lot of college basketball, and they don't even have quarters, let alone quarter bonuses. So.
All right. Well, Miller knocks down the first, second is up, and good. That cuts it to a 2-point game with a minute to go here. Cahokia undoubtedly is going to try to rush Marion here. I don't think you want to. If you get a good shot, obviously take it, but if you're Marion right now, you don't want to rush anything either, so get the best look you can. Curry going alone. He's not waiting for anything. What a take, but it looks like it's going to be on the floor. But I think regardless, he's heading to the line because I think that'll be Cahokia's 5th foul.
So the quarter bonus, 5 fouls and a quarter gets you 1-1.
I think it's 2 shots.
Two
straight
shots.
Up.
Thank you. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here, Gage. I think
They
I worked
keep
on
changing
this.
the rules on us, man.
I worked on this all last season. I never did quite get it.
Well, Curry gets that one. Now Marion leads. It's a 1-possession game. They can stretch it out to 2 here with a make. House and Roper are back in here. So we got the starters back on the floor for the Wildcats. Some nice minutes from Lawrence and company there. Curry misses it, but he gets a hand on this one, and Blue will get it, and they'll bring it back out. 45 seconds to go in the quarter. Marion up 3. Ball in the corner to House. Curry will slip the screen. House coming across the elbow, hits Atkins. He'll drive. Not able to get space. Curry drives baseline. Over to Atkins. One more to House. A nice spin from House, and he gets the easy floater to go. Nice patience from the Wildcats, but they don't get back quick enough. A nice dump off. What a block by House from behind. Atkins thought they had it, took off the other way. Cahokia gets another second chance opportunity here. Number 24 for Cahokia. We don't have him listed on their roster, but that's 3 offensive rebounds right there for him. And just like that, Cahokia has got a chance to cut that back down to a 1-possession lead going in to the end of this quarter. Oh, excuse me, they got a number change. So that's Jaden Robinson at the line. One of 5 seniors for the Comanches.
So this is, as we mentioned, Game 6 for Cahokia. They beat Mount Zion and Highland and lost to Belleville West and East and Springfield for their 3 losses. Marion swept Cahokia last year and have the early lead this year as we're winding down this first quarter.
Robinson got the first. Second one off the front of the rim. House has got it. 10 seconds to go on the clock as he crosses half. Swung over to Blue. Blue looks to take it himself. Left hand pass to Curry. Curry's not seeing the clock. He's got 2. Shots up. No good. So not able to see time possession there, but it's early on in the season, and the Wildcats can't ask for a better start there as they lead 15-11 going into the second quarter of their home opener.
Hi, I'm Tyler Young with the print shop here in Marion. We're on the square. We just got done doing some perforated vinyl here at Swinford Publications. So this is the vinyl that you can see out, but people can't see in, and it gives a nice little look and feel to a number of different kinds of businesses. So come see us at the print shop. We're at 1112 North Carbon, next to AutoZone behind Hardee's.
Since 1999, Clark Natural Stone is a family-owned business that strives to not only offer you the best selection of rock and mulch in the country, but also provide you with the best service. Clark Natural Stone Slinger Truck is a great option when you need rock, sand, or gravel placed in an area not easily accessible to a conventional dump bed. To schedule your delivery or to ask any questions, call 618-997-3889 or visit our website, clarknaturalstone.com.
We are back for the second quarter. In a minute, the scoreboard will reflect that as I remember how to do this. Like I said, we're doing this without our A team tonight, but so far we're doing okay, Gage.
Absolutely, and so are the Wildcats.
Yeah, they are off to a 15-11. It is the second quarter, and here real soon we'll get that straight for you.
It's a 15-11 lead for the Wildcats. We've got Curry, Lawrence, House, Roper, and Blue out to start the quarter. Curry's got position down low. Entry pass is tough to get a handle on. He's able to hold on to it, but we'll have a jump ball as it is Henderson who's able to tie Curry up, and that'll go Cahokia's away. Not enough space there for that entry pass. Curry was set up a little bit high on that post. Kind of want to dribble that off to the side, create some space so you can maybe get it in a different way there. But nonetheless, working out the kinks early on. One of the few Wildcat turnovers here to start this one. And Curry will pick one up there. Being able to beat him to the spot. I don't have that number for Cahokia either, but number 4 for Cahokia. Dribble it across there and picked up that foul. Now it'll be Miller back up top with the ball. Screen right of Curry. They do a switch. Tough pass from inside up at the top of the key, and Jaden Robinson just misses. Blue grabs another board. Ball over to Lawrence. Curry runs through, and they've got a pick for Blue. Blue rolls, not able to get to him. Had a kick ball there, but they don't call it. But Roper's able to get a hand on it. Cahokia will have it in the corner now. Miller drives back to the side, gets by Lawrence, and hits the bucket. And that looks like Gillespie doesn't like what he sees, so we'll get a quick early timeout right here as Marion leads 15-13 with 7:02 to go in the first half.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard gives me a lot of opportunities. I have the ability to serve close to home, wherever that may be in the volunteer state. It also provides tuition benefits, making it possible to get the education I've always wanted. And since my service is part-time, I can pursue my dream job in the career field I choose. With part-time service in the Army National Guard, I really can have it all.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
We're back at Wildcat Gameday, Cuss Wilson Gym. Marion up 15-13 in the second quarter. Bill Swinford and Gage Johnson. Gage bringing you the play-by-play as Marion has the ball. 7:02 here in the second quarter.
And Curry will bring it up here. Worth noting that Curry picked up his second foul over there earlier on that handoff for Cahokia. House now has it on the right wing. Facing some pressure from Miller. Unable to shake him loose, gets it over to Roper. Lawrence drops down in the corner and Curry will pick it up. Here comes a screen from Roper. Curry refuses it. Swing back out up top. It looks like we've got a foul cutting underneath the basket. Looks like that'll be on Robinson. As Bates will come in here for Lawrence. Bates has had a couple of minutes here so far, and I would like to see him get some shots up. I feel like in the motion of the offense earlier, he had some pretty clean looks. And honestly, some early game jitters, so I'm sure he'll get that going. But look for him to maybe get some points up for the Wildcats here soon. Curry will get it in the corner as Bates finds him. They can't get it to Roper. He tries the back cut, doesn't get it, and he'll have it back up top. Roper swings to Curry, screen on the right. Curry tries to get to the middle, hits Roper, and he can't get House in the corner. Tipped by Cahokia.
Unlike in football, Callahan doesn't always fill the stat sheet in basketball, but man, you don't see him come out very often. It's great having a quarterback on the court, and kind of holds everything together. Makes very few mistakes out there.
Well, and I like the passion he plays with. He had that tipped pass early on in the first quarter, and you'd have thought he just made the biggest play of his career. So
yeah.
It's always nice to have some pieces like that, guys that are willing to get in there and go to work. And another foul underneath. Atkins will inbound for the Wildcats now. Got a Y set up top for the Wildcats. Curry goes to the corner. They get it to him, over to Roper, who swings it to Atkins. Atkins will drive, tries to find Blue, and it's off the feet of Cahokia. I like the play set up there. I think it was all in order to get a little dribble drive and try to dump it down, but the bounce pass isn't going to work there. I like to see them try to dump that over top to Blue when he's got him sealed like that. House breaks through the middle, not able to find him. Curry will get in the corner once again. House now in the post. One dribble, backs it in, and it's good. House is up to 6 now, leading the Wildcats in points so far. Atkins hits beat off the dribble there, and he'll get hit for the push. So everybody on the floor right now has scored except for Roper. It is House leading the way with 6, and then Blue following it up with 5, and Curry with 4.
Sam Atkins going to sit, and
Sincere Curry now checking in for his first action of the night. We're now, I think that's 8 deep on the Wildcats tonight. Hand off to Miller. He drives on Sincere, just checked in. Some nice defense, and the Cahokia gets called for the travel.
in case you're wondering, Sincere is a cousin of Cam Curry. Cam's a junior, Sincere is a sophomore. Stands 6'4". Looks like a ball player out there.
Cam brings it up here. Their 4 flat, swings it over to Blue. Looking for House inside. That pass isn't going to make it in there. Miller grabs it, pushes the other way for Cahokia. Swing over. One more swing to number 4. 3 ball, no good. Blue's able to corral it. He brings it up, hits Curry. Curry almost splits 2 defenders there. Surprised there was no blocking call, but that'll be a turnover going the other way. Kick to the corner, Henderson. Blue doesn't beat him to the spot. He'll get hit for that blocking foul. So turnovers really hurting the Wildcats here early in terms of just trying to pull away. They've had the lead all game long, but it's stayed at that 2 to 4 points, just with little mistakes here and there that they'll want to shore up.
It's
Miller gets the inbounds there for 3.
2 fouls so far on Blue.
Miller drills a 3, and just like that, it's a 1-point game. 5 minutes to go now here in the first half. Curry brings it up. Callahan clears out as Curry takes the floater in, and he misses. Tough shot with the contest there. Miller will push for Cahokia. And he's able to slice his way in, and he finishes over Blue. And just like that, the announcer jinx is hit. Cahokia has the lead, 18-17 for the first time tonight.
It'll be interesting, you know, practice all you want, but game shape's a different thing. And having played now 6 games, Cahokia may have just a little bit more spring in their step at this point.
But, the defense is turning into offense, and right there, the behind-the-back pass and another touch pass. They get a layup for Cahokia. They now lead 20-17. Wildcats need to shore up some of their offensive troubles here in the second quarter.
Your dream wedding gown awaits at Blush and Ivory Bridal, the most recommended bridal boutique in Southern Illinois. At Blush and Ivory, you won't be lost in the crowd. With every private appointment, the entire boutique is yours. Just you, your loved ones, and your personal stylist. Together, you'll discover a curated selection of gowns, veils, and accessories to create the bridal look you've always imagined. And say yes to the dress that brings out the bride in you. Schedule your private appointment today at Blush and Ivory Bridal, 307 North Market Street in Marion. Call 618-882-926.
Hey, we're back here at Cuss Wilson, 4:32 now in the second quarter. Cahokia has caught up and passed up the Wildcats, up 20-17. You say Marion needs to work on getting back a little better, Gage.
Absolutely. We were talking just off break. I think the offensive things will shore itself up as the game goes along, but if you're one shot and you don't have enough people back, Cahokia is going to run all day long on you, and that's what led to this little 7-0 run here for Cahokia.
Cahokia foul number 3, Canonic with the wrist first.
Lawrence back in for the Wildcats now. It's Lawrence, Sincere, Curry. Looks like actually he'll be heading off for Cam Curry right now. So starters plus Lawrence here. Curry gets it out on the left wing. Lawrence gets it on the screen up top on the right wing. He'll swing it over to Roper. Marion setting a lot of back picks, trying to find something down low. Blues got position. One dribble, and there it is. Blue been a nice anchor for the offense for the Wildcats so far. And if he gets positioned that deep, I don't think he's going to miss. Nice take from Cahokia there. Some contact, doesn't matter. Cahokia with another offensive rebound, though, as their bigs have really controlled the glass on this side of the floor. That's Henderson, as he will go to the line for 2 fouls on that layup.
Looks like we're on our way to quarter bonuses again, as Wildcats with 4 so far, Cahokia with 3. Still 3:45 left in this quarter.
And that's a tough foul for the Wildcats too there, Bill, as that's Cam Curry's 3rd now. So
yeah.
I'd have to imagine he's sitting the rest of this half. And just like that, Sincere will come in and check in for him. So now another test for the Wildcats, as they'll be without their starting point guard for probably the rest of this first half. And then, like we said, you know, the things like that are going to be some things that they got to work out. Cam's got to know not when to foul, especially knowing that they need him on the floor. So picking up 3 early like that on some ticky-tack fouls is not the best thing. But regardless, House will bring it up. Curry gets the handoff, and now Lawrence has it. Handoff to House. He drives the lane, step through, right hand up and good. House has done a really nice job of taking contact and using it to his ability to get buckets tonight for the Wildcats as they tie things up at 21. 3 for Cahokia, no good, but Henderson with another offensive rebound there, and he's fouled as well. And I tell you what, Gillespie's mad about something underneath the basket too.
His second, 15 foul.
I think he's pointing out some fouls that are being missed maybe on the other end. But I feels like we're getting a foul on each end, each trip down the floor.
Oh, yeah, it's been pretty physical so far, and I'd be willing to say they've probably let him play through a couple things too.
Which you have to do in the South 7.
Oh, yeah. Henderson's first is no good.
Entering the lineup for the Comanches, number 4, Dominic Brown.
Well, it looks like number 4 is 15 on their roster. Number 4 says Dominic Brown is in for the Cahokia. And Henderson hits the second. Cahokia back up 1 with 3:18 to go here in the second quarter. Lawrence calls for a pick, doesn't get it, but he'll swing it over to House. House attacks, hits Blue in the corner. Left-hand swing pass over to Roper. Roper's calling for a pick, but he doesn't get it. Now he does. Blue pops out. He'll take the 3 with a hand in his face. Doesn't matter. Nice shot by Blue as he'll crack double digits with that 3. He's now got 10, but just like that, Henderson's going to be back at the line for Cahokia. And if you've watched South 7 basketball for a long time, you know that Cahokia is going to push the pace. And they do a really good job as well of what I like to also call fast break points, even though they're not kept that way. But as soon as that ball has gone through the net, they're getting it and getting out. And if you're not back in time, they're going to be at the rim in no time. That's been a few possessions now for the Comanches that they've been able to do that. Henderson hits the first. He's been the recipient of 3 trips to the line now, as he'll look to knock down this one and tie things up once again. He misses the second. Blue with the board.
Blue with a half dozen boards so far.
He brings it up all alone, swings it over to House. Blue screens for Roper as House looks to hand it off to him. Nothing going right there. Curry pops out. He'll get the ball, swing it over to House. House on the drive. What a hop step. Got fouled on the way there too.
Play of House and Blue early in this one as Curry has struggled with both fouls and some shots that have just not fallen for him. It's huge for the Wildcats as they maintain a slim lead.
And now I have an early favorite for duo nickname, House of Blue.
There we go. I like it.
And now the Wildcats.
I'll tell you my idea in a little bit. I had a less good idea.
Okay. Well, the Wildcats have now got the lead back as they will take a 24-23 lead with just under 2 minutes to go in the first half.
I'm excited to represent Southern Illinois when playing basketball for SIU, and it's important to me to give back to this region. That's important to Banterra Bank also, and it's one of the reasons that I'm proud to be a customer. They support their communities, and with their mobile app, I can check my accounts, make payments, and more, all on my time. Plus, they offer a Saluki Visa debit card that supports SIU scholarships and athletics.
That was an easy win for me.
Banterra Bank, official partner of Saluki Athletics.
Yeah, so I was telling Gage, I'll go ahead and embarrass myself. I was telling Gage, we got Blue, we got House, they're the big blue house. Wildcat's a big blue house. Hey, I know my sons are listening in Chicago tonight, and that one's for them, and I'm sure they loved it. No, Gage, I like yours. The House of Blue, House of Blue, House of Blue.
Well, they are leading the charge so far. Blue's got 10 and House has 8. So that makes up 18 of the 24 for the Wildcats, and I believe Curry has 4 of those as well. So that trio combining for a lot of the action. And we've got Cam Curry on the bench right now with those 3 fouls. So Wildcats looking to close out this first half strong without their starting point guard. Freshman Lawrence will bring it out underneath the basket. Got that Y set for the Wildcats again at the elbows and the top of the key. House looks to go out to the wing. They can't hit Sincere across the middle, then they do. Back out to Lawrence to the corner. Lawrence will bring it up top. Roper's denied the handoff. He sets a screen for Sincere. He's got some space now, doesn't see it, but he swings to Callahan. Back over to House in the corner now. As Sincere posts up on the block. And he's rushed himself just a bit. One dribble and threw a pass when he felt some pressure. So a little jitters there. But I can tell Sincere's got some athletic ability, and I think once he gets some confidence under him, he'll be a nice contributor for the Wildcats.
He and Lawrence, both young players. Lawrence just a freshman out there, looking very comfortable on the court, I think.
Absolutely. I mean, he led the charge at point guard for JV game, so to see him kind of take on that role a bit here in varsity with Cam on the bench has been nice. Sincere gets that board. What a pass out to House, who's able to get the finger roll. And that's what I'm talking about right there. You'll take those little blunders here and there when you can get big-time plays from him off the bench like that.
Absolutely.
Henderson now with the ball as he swings it over to Brown. He'll pull up at the elbow, no good. Blue with another rebound. He's got to be inching close to 10 already. He'll bring it up himself, coast to coast with the left hand. Blake Blue with 12 points early on, leading the Wildcats. He's an agile 6'5" big. Wildcats switching to a 3-2 zone here. That one's tipped. Blue can't corral it, but Sincere's got it. Oh, he loses it on the way, but look at that. Roper to House.
Go.
Oh, and the floater just misses.
Nice.
Gotta love the energy from the Wildcats here so far as House will head back to the line now.
So that shows the potential of this team running the court when your center can take it himself and start the breaks and finish the breaks. That's nice.
Yeah, I'm very impressed by Blue so far. Obviously being away for a while, this is my first action getting to see most of these guys. And for someone who looks like your traditional low post big, he's shown that he's got some skill to him. Done a nice job attacking off the dribble from the perimeter. Knocked down a couple threes that have made him a threat early. So the Wildcats got themselves a nice stretch big. And when in this day and age of basketball, when you can have a stretch five of sorts, that always helps things.
Blue, a 6'5" junior, played a lot of minutes last year as a sophomore, but already seeing more tonight.
Under a minute to go, Wildcats up 6 here now. Cahokia looking for an open one. Can't get anything there in the corner. Swing back over to Henderson, back to the corner. 3 ball, no good. But another offensive rebound for Cahokia.
They've missed a lot of shots.
Oh, yeah.
They've gotten a lot of shots, but they've missed a lot of shots.
The Wildcats got to be thankful Cahokia is not converting some of these second chance opportunities because they're getting close to double digits on the offensive glass. Something I think Gillespie will definitely talk about in the locker room at halftime. They get it into Henderson. He'll shoot a little short jumper in the corner. Sincere with the rebound. Hits Lawrence. 30 seconds to go now in the first half. Wildcats lead 29-23. Lawrence swings it over to Roper. Wildcats in their motion offense now. Sincere with it up top. Back pick for Lawrence. He'll get it. Pump fake, nothing. Roper over to Blue. Sincere posting down low. Bit of a jam over there on that left side as the mid-range pull-up for Blue doesn't go. And the Wildcats don't get back in time, and Miller will go to the line as he misses the left-hand layup.
Marion foul number 11, Noah Lawrence. His third foul. Team bonus. At the line.
And while this hasn't been a perfect first half for the Wildcats by any means, you got to be happy with what you've seen so far against a Cahokia team that has their feet underneath them. Like we said, have already played 5 games, this being their 6th, minus some offensive rebounding issues and little things here and there on the offensive end for themselves. Wildcats still leading 29-24. Let's see, it's the second one right here. 29-25. Having not played a perfect game by any means. 6 seconds to go on the clock here. We'll have Abram Tarleton check in. He played a vast majority of the JV game. Roper swings it into Lawrence. He'll have to push. 4, three. He'll come up, pull up from the M. Just wide. And that'll do it for the first half of action here at home as the Wildcats lead in this South 7 battle, 29-25 over Cahokia.
We'll be back with our John A. Logan College halftime show right after this.
Your business is sinking in accounting and payroll work? Are business taxes and confusing technology dragging you down? Call the experts at Kemper CPA Group. We'll answer your questions and give you the tools to keep your business afloat.
Hey y'all, it's me, Willie the Wildcat. I'm here to tell you about the official Wildcat Game Day shirts brought to you by Swinford Media Group. Whether you're cheering under the Friday night lights or packing the gym for basketball season, these shirts are the perfect way to show your Wildcat pride. Order yours now at swinfordmediagroup.com.
You're going to be watching a clinic put on by the Marion High School dance team. The kids who participated in that are here to join the dance team and entertaining you. So we'll let you watch some of that. We'll tell you a little bit about what happened in the first half. I think we have some Kemper CPA Group numbers for you. Kemper CPA Group sponsoring all of our stats.
And our fourth graders.
Absolutely. And so, like we mentioned earlier, my new favorite duo, the House of Blue, they're leading the charge for the Wildcats offensively so far as Blue's got 12, knocking down a pair of triples on the night. House follows with 11, so they've got 23 of the 29 for the Wildcats themselves, while it's Curry who follows up with 4. Didn't have as much of a chance there late in that quarter due to some foul trouble as he's got 3 already. And then Atkins had that early dunk as the other 2 points for the Wildcats on the night. And I've got to imagine that Blue's pretty close to a double-double as well as he was eating things up on the glass for the Wildcats.
It was a lot of fun to see the kids that participate in the camps that the Wildcat student athletes put on, including the dance team camp. Of course, you know that a lot of our dance team members have participated in these camps as little girls and now are out on the court representing the high school, and so you got some future Wildcat dancers here as well as cheerleaders and athletes of other types. So how exciting for them, how exciting for their parents. A lot of parents running a lot of cameras right now, taking all of this in. Gage, this will be you. You are a young father who has this ahead of you, don't you?
Absolutely. I gonna be 10-month-old before long at home now, and I may or may not already have a little tight skull prepared for Christmas Day.
Absolutely.
We're starting him early. So
that's the way.
He'll absolutely be at these camps before long.
That's the way my guys started, and before you knew it, they were out here playing for the Wildcats, and it's exciting, it's fun, and it goes way too fast. So
yeah, well, I'll tell you what, he's already loves basketball, and I hope it stays that way. Early on, when we were home, he would not stop whining, was throwing a fit. And I could put on some basketball, and that kid will stop throwing a tantrum.
Oh,
I got him worked out early, man.
That's fantastic. Well done. Well, Dad, your job's not done, but you've already done a lot of it.
Oh,
nice,
yeah.
Nice going.
I got my basketball buddy. That's all I need.
Hey, we are going to remind you that tomorrow we're going to be right back here with some more action as the Cuss Wilson shootout happens, and both the Marion girls and Marion boys varsity are playing. Marion girls will be here at 11 on the court. We'll be here with them with another Wildcat Game Day. Gage and I will be bringing you that game. The Marion girls are off to a great start. They are 5-0 on the season. Just Thursday night, they went down to Anna Jonesboro and won 88-45. Or they played Anna Jonesboro. I'm not sure if it was here or there, but they knocked them off 88-45. They were led in scoring by a sophomore, Carly Midget, who we've seen her coming for quite a while. She's quite a player, and we just encourage you to get out here and see the Wildcat ladies, because as I said, they are 5-0 on the young season. If you like shooting, just against Anna Jonesboro, they had 6 3-pointers in the first half alone. So we'll tell you more about them tomorrow as you tune in, if you get a chance to tune in. If you get a chance to come see them in person, all the better. Come and see the Wildcats. They are playing very well under Coach Eric Griffin.
I mean, yeah, and what a way to follow up a run to the regional title last year by starting out, picking up right where you left off this season. So a nice group with a lot of experience and a lot of talent showing off so far with some really nice wins. I mean, you look at some of these 5 wins, Althoff 75-38, Sykeston 72-28. So some close wins, but also some absolute blowouts. So, I mean, if you want to see a high-powered offense, looks like you need to be here at 11 a.m. for Marion's matchup against Troy Triad.
You are watching the John A. Logan College. Why would you go anywhere else? Halftime show on Wildcat Game Day. We'll be back with more after this commercial break from our sponsor.
The teachers are really good. They're understanding.
All of our faculty here teach from experience.
I love it. It's so hands-on. They want to see us succeed. There's so many options, so many things they can choose from.
I wasn't just another statistic out there.
My advisors and my professors have been very helpful.
I've felt completely at home from the first day.
Everyone has been so welcoming and helpful and encouraging. It's made it really easy. So I would for sure recommend John A.
We're back at Gus Wilson Gym, where it's halftime as Marion opens its season. The varsity boys leading Cahokia 28-29, to 25. Cahokia coming into this game 2-3. Marion opening the season tonight, right here at home, and getting off to a good start. They've shown us a lot, and we've got more to come tomorrow, as Gage will tell you.
Absolutely. After this one wraps up, Marion will have the boys at least will have a big break. Obviously, the girls, like we mentioned, start at 11 a.m. But after that, if you want to watch some boys high school basketball, tomorrow is your day to do it here at Gus Wilson, starting at 1 p.m. as you'll have Vienna and Effingham face off with Robinson versus Carlisle County from Kentucky at 2:30 right after. Then Meridian versus Lawrenceville at 4 p.m. Waltonville versus Carbondale at 5:30. And then Freeburg versus Marion at 7 p.m. So we will be bringing you the action for the Marion games at 11 and 7. So be tuned in to all of our social medias for that if you want to follow along. We'll have the pregame shows 15 minutes before, barring, all the good old overtimes, game delay, start times, as we got started here at 8 tonight for the actual tip-off. So, but always be looking out for us for all your Wildcat basketball needs this season.
We'll remind you also tomorrow, another reason to get out and about, we've got the very merry Marion Marketplace happening downtown, right there on the square where we are located. Go check out some of that, and then get you some games, and go back and come back in the evening and see Marion play. Like Gage said, if you can't make it out in person, we'll be right here for the Marion girls at 11, and then the Wildcat boys will cap it off in the evening. We'll be right back with that action. And based on what we're seeing so far tonight, Wildcats are going to be a lot of fun to watch this year.
Absolutely. Promising things we saw from them early on. We talking a little bit at halftime off air, just kind of some things that they need to shore up. But otherwise, you can't be upset with how things have gone for the Wildcats. They've had some issues on the offensive glass. That's one thing that they'll definitely need to fix here, as I don't think Cahokia is going to continue to miss those little gimmies there at the rim. So that's something they'll need to look at in terms of shoring up as well as getting back. As we all know, Cahokia is full of athletes, and if you're not hustling back on defense, the second that ball either goes through the net or off the rim, the Cahokia is going to be gone by you in a flash. So offensive rebounding, getting back in transition, and then just not settling on offense. There was some times where you could definitely tell it felt like they didn't get the shot that they wanted in the offense, so they kind of took one to take a shot. And right now, there's still no shot clock, right now. So Wildcats going to need to take their time with offense while they can.
Yeah, these two teams both like to play like there is one, and it's more fun that way, of course. Cahokia has not shown an ability to hit much from the outside tonight. They have gotten to the rim, and as Gage said, they've gotten too many shots around the rim. So you've got to wonder if maybe the Wildcats will maybe think something to close that lane off a little bit and protect the rim a little bit better and get some rebounds. It'll be unusual.
I mean, rebounding's a team effort thing. It can't just be Blue, and there's going to be a lot of nights where Blue's going to have to box out the biggest guy. So it's going to be up to the Wildcats to rebound as a team, not individually, if they want to keep Cahokia off the glass for the rest of the night.
We've got 43 seconds until the second half gets underway. We'll keep it right here. The Marion High School Wildcat Pep Band doing a good job out tonight, providing a lot of sound. Every time we have a halftime show that includes little ones, we get a lot of folks in the stands that we're not used to seeing, and yet a lot of them seem to have stuck around. That's nice to see. There used to be a day when the action on the court wasn't quite as compelling that you'd see the stands clear out. But tonight, folks have stayed around. They're watching some good basketball, and they know it. We should have a competitive, good second half. Looks like we've got our same starters for the Wildcats. Is Curry out there? Yeah, Curry's out there.
Yep. So same starters for both groups coming out. It'll be Marion ball up 29-25 as it looks like Cahokia already planning to switch up their defense as it looks like they'll set up in an early 3-2. Looking to kind of stifle Marion here with some of their back picks. So Marion's offense will have to adjust now. Look for them to try to get the ball towards the middle and attack from there.
Bill Swinford and Gage Johnson bring you Wildcat Game Day on the Swinford Media Group. Thanks for joining in.
House set offensively here. They lob it to Curry for the layup. Man, just as I was figuring things out, what a pass right there to find Curry, who goes up and finishes it despite the awkward angle. Cahokia swinging it back across here. They try to attack the middle. Nothing going. And the three's missed. Blue with the board. He'll take it himself. Finds Cam Curry. House flashes, doesn't get it. Cahokia back in that 3-2 now. Wildcats resetting the offense. Blue goes through. Roper get it in the corner. They set a double screen for House, but they can't get the pass in there. Marion ball underneath, though. And that right there is the good old adage where you got to fake a pass to make a pass. Fake that bounce pass, get it over top to him.
Just like your junior high coach taught you. The fundamentals are still the key to this game.
Curry swings it over Roper. Hand off to Atkins. Blue on that left wing near the M. Atkins will hand this one back off to Curry. House at the high elbow there. Blue out up top. Roper trying to find some room down low. Atkins will drive baseline. Kicks to Blue for an open three. No good. But Cam Curry gets the offensive rebound, and just like that, he'll get himself another bucket. Welcome back to the floor, Cam Curry. And offensive rebounding, one of the things we talked about at halftime, Cam Curry getting the Wildcats up in that area.
Yeah, Cam looks like he missed being on the court, and he came out ready to play in the second.
Miller drives baseline, bumps Atkins, pull up, good. Nice bump there by Miller to get some space off Atkins and knocks down the shot. 4 flat for the Wildcats here. It's a double screens. They find House this time. And he misses, grabs his own board twice, and he'll finish. They ran that play again knowing that it was open there the first time, and honestly, I think House could have lost that dribble and just gone straight up. But either way, 2 more boards and a bucket there for him as Cahokia. Miller now stepping up for them. Hits the pull-up mid-range and then the 3 back-to-back. Keeps it a 2-possession game now.
It's like both teams are fully warmed up now.
And Miller up to 17 points on the night, leading all scorers. Atkins drives, layup good. It's been Miller and Henderson really making things work for Cahokia. Miller now driving the lane this time. Kicks it out to number 5. He misses, came with the board. 2-on-2 for the Wildcats here. Spin, layup's good for Curry.
That was pretty.
Shifty move right there from Cam. Cahokia attacks. They're trying to get it down low and they won't. Marion's got Cahokia feeling some pressure as the Wildcats have their first double-digit lead of the night, up 39-29. Just 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Curry will bring it up, hand off to Atkins. He swings it over to Roper. They don't find Curry backdoor. House will get it and drive the lane though, and he puts it up and in. I'll tell you what, House is not afraid of contact, and he's attacking that middle every time he gets it off the catch. He's up to 15, leading the Wildcats now. 15 for 15.
Wildcats stretch the lead to 12.
Miller drives the lane again, tries to do it himself, but can't. Cam Curry all alone. And Cahokia catches him, but there'll be a foul. And you could tell Cam's waiting for that breakaway moment. He was starting to gear up for a dunk before he saw that defender coming in the rear view. He wants that one back from earlier.
So despite a first half where he spent a lot of time on the bench, Cam now with 10 points.
Yeah, and you know Cam what he's going to bring on offense already. Now it's a matter of seeing what he can do defensively without fouling, because they're going to need him on the floor a lot this season. He goes 1 for 2 at the line to make it 42-29 Wildcats. Cahokia will bring it up here. Miller attacks, kicks to the corner. Griffin will bring it back out up top with nothing going. No handoff there. Now a 1-3-1 set as they go for a pick and roll there. Nothing happened as Griffin tries to make something work. Can't go anywhere. Atkins will get hit with the reach there. And you don't want to bail him out there with a foul like that, especially with the quarter bonuses and how those work now. Atkins had him beat. Gamble tried to get the steal, and it didn't work out. So one of those you just kind of want to play in front, make him try to make a tough decision, make the error.
And that's 4 on Sam.
So he will definitely be sitting for quite some time here, as we've still got just under 4 minutes to go here in this quarter, as it looks like we have an offensive foul on an illegal screen by Reifert.
Atkins with just 4 points in the game, but one of those was an early flush that got Marion going in the first half.
Bates and Sincere Curry have checked in now, and there goes House as he'll get a breather as well, as Noah Lawrence will hit the floor. Cahokia back in their man defense now. Sincere gets the ball down low, able to crowd, but he gets fouled.
Cahokia foul number 3, Kenari Griffin, his third, team third. Into the lineup for the Comanches. Number 4, Dominic Brown. And number 11,
been impressed by Marion's bigs in the way that where they're posting up and being conscious of how they're doing it. Now it's just a matter of staying strong once they get those looks. Inbounds the base, swing over to Sincere. Now Cam will have it. Sincere will come on out and get it. Oh, Blake slips the screen wide open, but they're not able to get it to him. Cahokia will bring it up. Brown has a wide open Mikal Henderson, is not able to get it. Goes off the hands of Curry, and Cahokia will keep it underneath the basket.
3:20 left here in the third quarter at Cuss Wilson Gym as you're watching Wildcat Game Day.
Mikal Henderson with the ball underneath. Not to be mixed up with who I'm assuming is probably his brother and Mikal Henderson right there, both juniors. As he will dribble across, bumps Blake before getting the lay-in. And now it looks like we got some John between those two over there. And I don't know about you, Bill, but I love a good old talking smack back and forth on the basketball floor, so I love to see it. Lawrence will get it there to Cam. Blue now has it. One-on-one with Henderson again. He'll look to attack him. Spins, and he is called for the travel. Now Henderson, John at him again.
Nothing wrong with a little good-natured John. Competitive nature. The best in it. Magic, Bird, Charles Barkley, of course. Shaq, with plenty of talking. But you got to be able to deliver if you're going to talk.
Oh, yeah. Well, Miller's done nothing but deliver for Cahokia. He's got 17 of their 31 as he brings it up with House on him up top, who just checked back in. Pull up mid-range, and he got it. 19 from Miller now. And he is looking for some help from his teammates as he is really been the driving force for their offense as they cut it now down to single digits once again, 42-33. Blake alone up top. He'll get it over to Sincere. Screen after the handoff. Now it's over to Cam. Cam Curry calls for one, doesn't get it. Drives, kicks to the corner to Lawrence. Three's no good. Cahokia rebound, and Miller will get it. 2:15 to go as he'll take it himself now. Scoop with the left, and he's met with some contact. And it looks like that one's going to be on House. That's only his first, though. But that'll send Miller to the line.
At the line shooting two, Taker Miller.
Taven hits the first, bringing him up to 20 points on the night, leading all scorers. Callahan will check in for Sincere, as it will be Jaden Robinson, I believe, checking in for Cahokia, as Mikal Henderson will take a little breather. Miller hits both, and now some full court pressure it looks like coming here from Cahokia. They drop back though, as Cam gets it. Swings it over to Roper up top, where he walks his defender down, swung over to Lawrence. He's got it up top. Wanted to screen for Callahan, didn't get it. He'll hand it off to House, who's now driving the middle. Takes the bump, and that'll be on the floor. 4 fouls, team fouls for Cahokia now, though, so just under 2 minutes in this quarter, and one more will put Wildcats at the line. 42-35 game for Marion. Lawrence will inbound. He finds Cam Curry in that left corner near the Marion bench, who hits House down low. Mikal Henderson tried to undercut him and get a steal there, but he's unable to, and that foul, like I just said, will send Marion to the line. House leading Marion on the night with 15, looking to add 2 more to his total. And the first one just rims out. Marion mostly been in control this half so far. Been able to keep their distance from Cahokia, with Miller being the main option for them. His House hits 1 of 2, makes it 43-35, 8-point game now. Roper isolated right there, and Mikal Henderson will drive and get a blocking foul drawn. We'll see if it's on the floor. I don't think he got that shot up.
Very foul number 11, Noah Lawrence, his fourth.
And
it's 4 on Lawrence.
They'll say that he was shooting. Interesting there. I thought he got the step through but didn't get a shot up, but he'll shoot 2 at the line nonetheless. It's the first 7-point game as Bates will now come in for Lawrence. Minute 37 to go here in the third quarter. Marion holding on to its lead. And Mekhi Henderson hits the second. So a 2-possession game now as Cam Curry will bring it up here. He'll hit Bates up top. He drives baseline, kicks it to House in the corner with a nice step through. It's the layup to go.
Yeah, he's really smooth around the basket.
Absolutely. A nice defense from Roper there. Cam Curry breaks out, and there's the jam! That was a sneaky one, flying out to get that. Takes off and punches it home, and he's fired up. And so are the Wildcats. They're up 10 now, 47-37. Cahokia 3, no good. Cam will get the rebound and push. He's all alone up top. Waits a second, finds House again, and he's fouled. Some nice defense on back-to-back possessions right there for the Wildcats. It looked like Cahokia was starting to try to bridge that gap a little bit.
Yeah,
now they're trying to push it back out.
They'd gotten it down to 6 and then 2 trips down the floor. 2 impressive scores down the floor, and now a free throw rolls in. Marion is going that lead back to 11.
House up to 19. This will be 20 if he can knock it down. I've been very impressed with his ability around the rim, not only taking contact, but nice job of hitting some step throughs, a couple of hop steps, trying to create some space for himself and finish around the rim. And he'll nothing but nylon on the second. 52 seconds to go in the quarter. Cahokia down the floor in a hurry. Mekhi spins and he's fouled. And those are the type of things I was talking about at halftime. It hasn't beaten them as much this half, but made basket. Cahokia gets it out, one pass. They're already down the floor to the corner in a matter of 3 seconds. So a thing you have to be conscious of when you're playing an athletic team like Cahokia. Not every fast break is off of a miss. Mekhi sinks that one. He'll look to make 2-2 here. Try to cut it to a 10-point game. He knocks down the second. 49-39 Wildcats now with 47 seconds to go. Curry will swing this one over to Bates. Off to the back screen, it'll be Roper with the ball on that right wing. He swings it over to Blue. Roper slips the screen. Nothing going though, he'll bring it back out. Cam's got it now, top 28 to go. Cam's all alone. Just to the right of the M here at Cuss Wilson. He loses his dribble, he'll get it over to Callahan with 14. Handoff back to him, 10 and counting now. They're isolating Cam up at the top, 6 to go. He's gonna need to make his move. Steps through, floater, no good. Tip, no good. So a couple of nice shots right there, but I don't think the Wildcats are too worried about it. They lead by 10, 49-39 as they go into the fourth of their season opener.
Once upon a time, there was an angry man with a few sprigs of golden hair. They called him Tony No-Locks. Tony No-Locks wanted to find the perfect pre-owned motorcycle that was just right. So off he went to visit Black Diamond Harley-Davidson. So Tony No-Locks jumped on a pre-owned Road Glide at a great price. Ah, this is just right, he exclaimed. Find what is just right for you and your family at Black Diamond Harley-Davidson.
Welcome you back. The coaches at Crown Brew getting coffee.
We're back. It is the fourth quarter as the Wildcats have maintained their double-digit lead, 49-39. Gage Johnson on the play-by-play, bring you the final quarter of this opening matchup, season opening matchup for the Wildcats.
And as Cahokia will have the first possession, and just like that, Miller will fire up a mid-range. That one misses. Curry down the court to House, lays it up and in. Marion picks up right where they left off, as House now has 22 leading all scorers on the night. He'll pick up Miller, who's leading with 21 for Cahokia now. Looks inside, is not able to find anybody. Swings it on over, now pick up top. Still nothing going. Marion doing a nice job of moving their feet. Ooh, fronts Henderson, who now pops out for a pick. Back through Henderson, but he loses it. It looks like it was deflected. Cahokia will keep the ball, and they'll have it underneath. Griffin will take the ball out. Cahokia finds Miller. Brings it out up top. Mikhail Henderson down low with the ball. They'll look posting up looking for it. Screen, Miller pulls up for three, no good. Griffin with the board though, and I think that'll be Atkins' fifth. As he reached over the top after that shot. And that will be.
So that's the other bugaboo we talked about, where Cahokia again gets those second chances with those offensive rebounds. Marion's been doing a little better in the second half with that. And they've gotten a lot of steals, leading to points.
And what a finish by Lauren. Freshman taking contact. So, tough night for Atkins after the nice start that he had, but I'm sure he's just glad to be back out on the floor. Cahokia the other way with another offensive rebound and another bucket. Wildcats lead by 12 though, 53-41 with just under 7 minutes to go here in the ball game, as Cam will drive all the way down the middle before he is fouled. Cam has been able to get to the middle pretty much whenever he wants tonight. And when he's able to do that, it's only going to create so many more opportunities for the rest of this Wildcat offense.
You mentioned Sam Atkins coming back this year from an injury. Boy, it just kind of feels good to get him through a game without any injury. And he did get that flush, got that dunk early in the game. That has to feel good. I think we're going to see a lot of great stuff from him this year.
Cahokia is able to find one down low. Ryford gets a bucket, and Gillespie wants to make sure that the Wildcats aren't taking their foot off the gas. So he'll take a quick timeout.
We'll keep it right here as we talk a little bit again about tomorrow. But before we do, let's finish the thought on Sam Atkins. Sam signed just this past week with Southeast Missouri State to play football. Now, anybody that's followed the Wildcat football team knows Sam has got many talents, and we're hoping he gets to play some end, play wideout for SEMO. But even if not, if he's special teams, if he's using that mighty foot of his, he's got great potential to have a lot of success for the Red Hawks. And it looks like another Marion senior, Sophia Swinford, is going to be going down, and we know she's excited that her friend Sam, they've been friends since elementary school, that her friend Sam's going to be down there as well. So congratulations to Sam Atkins on signing and getting out here, starting his varsity basketball season, like I said, tonight with a big dunk that I think kind of propelled and got some momentum going in that first half that has survived as Marion stays up 53-43. Now, just to remind you, tomorrow we have the Cuss Wilson shootout here at Cuss Wilson Gym. Day full of basketball, including two Marion teams playing. The Marion girls will kick it off at 11 o'clock as they take on Triad. We will be here to stream that action. And then the Marion boys come back tomorrow evening to finish up the day, taking on Freeburg. But in between, as Gage told you at halftime, there's all kinds of good action to catch, and you should come out and see it. And if all else fails, catch the boys and the girls on Wildcat Gameday right here on your favorite Swinford Media Group social media channels.
After the timeout, Roper will bring it out. 6:19 to go here in the ball game, and Marion has a 10-point lead.
Stay tuned as we will choose a HUD Recreation Center player of the game after this one.
We've got Reiford, Griffin, Miller, and then both Hendersons, Mackay and McHale out there for Cahokia, as is Cam Curry, Callahan Roper, Blake Blue, Mackay House, and Noah Lawrence, the freshman, out there for the Wildcats. Talk about being thrown into the fire as a freshman right away. He has played some big minutes due to some foul trouble here and there. So it looks like they, along with some of their returners, they've got some youth that's going to be able to contribute right away for the Wildcats.
A lot of confidence being shown in the freshman, and he's answered. He's held up under it tonight, and that's good to see. Not sure what we're waiting on here. They seem to be calling. Nope, there we go. I was going to say they seem to be calling Athletic Director Ryan Gadisky to the scores table, but they're able to play. Here we go.
Ham swings it over to the left to Roper up top. He'll get it back. Marion seems to be in a little bit of miscommunication. Lawrence will pop out up top and get this one. Curry goes down to Roper. Lawrence screen back out to Curry. That screen's got to be a little bit harder if you want to get that space. Blake will try to make something happen up top. Nothing going there, so Roper will get it now. Cam gets it back. Over to Blake in the corner. They're all alone. He drives baseline, goes up and under, no good. Miller gets the ball and pushes. And Lawrence didn't give him any space to run after he caught the ball, so that'll be a blocking foul. Got to give him a step or two.
And I think that's the freshman's 5th foul. He'll go to the bench.
Okay, so a couple of foul trouble issues tonight for the Wildcats, but that's all right. As expected here in an early game, as it'll be Bates that comes in for him here. Kai and McHale work up top for Cahokia here. He swings it over to Griffin, who knocks down the triple. And just like that, it's under 10. 53-46 now. Wildcats still lead with 5:20 to go here in the ninth.
A lot of basketball left to be played in this one. Stay with us.
Sloppy turnovers like that aren't going to help as Kames pass isn't able to be grabbed by Roper. Layup now on the other end for Reiford. It's now 53-48. Bates will swing it over to Roper. He holds on, spins, kicks it out to House in the corner. House will drive, take the bump, pull up, good. Nice job to create space there by House. He's up to 24, and the Wildcats are up to 55. Miller drives, he misses. Blue's able to get the rebound. Push out to Bates. He's attacking. Marion's got numbers. Up to Curry. Layup, no good. Now full court pass the other way. Reiford fakes up and in. And Cam Curry is up limping on the other end now. But it looks like we've got an official's timeout. Both teams thought it was a full one right there, but it's just Cam limping off. We'll hope that he's okay as the trainer comes and takes a look at him. Trying to come down on that ankle wrong after the lob. So Sincere is checked in for him. Roper now bringing the ball out. He hits House. House will bring it up against Miller there. Drives, goes coast to coast with the Euro and finishes. And Gillespie likes it, but he'll call up a quick timeout. As I'd imagine we'll see some press defense maybe here. Or a little switch up after that made basket. Wildcats lead 57-50 with
students when they come right out of high school. But we're also here for the adults. After high school, I went to my local community college. And after my first semester, realized that I wasn't quite ready to go to college. And I went back to work in construction for roughly about 15 years. And at the same time, I took classes at community college. It's this idea that you can go back to school at any time for anything. And that's what a community college does for you. That's what John A. Logan does for you.
And we're back here at Cus Wilson. Wildcats lead 7 with 4:21 to go. Coming off of a bucket for the Wildcats. Gillespie called a quick timeout. They have 1 left on the night. Cahokia's got 4. Miller will kick it over to Mekhi Henderson in the corner. 3's good. So I'd imagine whatever they talked about in that timeout, that wasn't the result they were hoping for there. Wildcats lead now trimmed down to 4. Bates has it up top all alone, facing some pressure, and Griffin will get called for the foul. Worth noting that that's only Cahokia's second foul, both teams with 2 fouls in the quarter, so we're a few away from any bonus situations. Roper will have it on the Marion sideline. He gets it to Bates in the backcourt. He's all alone with Griffin up top. Griffin just picked up his 4th foul on that last play. Roper now has it up top, swings it over to Sincere. Stream from Roper back out to Bates, nothing going there. Blue gets it in the corner. He looks to drive, spin, nothing. Kicks it out to Roper. Roper for his first 3 of the night, knocks it down. First attempt from 3 and it's good. Big shot right there from the senior. 60-53 Wildcats, 3:20 to go now. Miller facing a double up top now. He hops, spin, fade. No good. I believe Marion will take that shot 9 times out of 10. Blue keeps it, and he brings it up himself. Oh! They called a foul on Mekhi Henderson, and he's a little upset, but I think he might want to take that foul. That was a pretty nice move from the big fella.
Yeah, going behind the back even. A nice job by Blue. Very confident with the basketball.
He'll get it up top, and he'll swing it over to Bates now. Roper pops out. They don't see Blue on the cut. Roper hits Blue up top now, but Mekhi will get another foul as he kind of runs over Bates there. You gotta love it when the players hold their hands up like, "What did I do?" Well, you just trucked a man.
Yeah, you see the guy on the floor there? I think you ran into him.
And
granted, there's a size difference there. Probably wouldn't take much.
Yeah, just a little bit. And that bonus situation I was just talked about. Well, now they're 1 more away from that. And a travel call.
Oh.
Thought we were about to get there. But nonetheless, Cahokia's at 4, Marion's at 2. That turnover will give it to Cahokia. They're down 7 here, just under 3 minutes to go.
I think we need to remember that 3 by Callahan Roper, the senior. Hasn't scored. Was that his first bucket of the night?
Yeah, first bucket of the night. That's his first attempt from 3 as well. So
that was huge.
Timely basket there for the Wildcats. Cahokia has shown some threats from deep this half. That one doesn't go. But ball's loose, and they'll have it underneath here. And that wasn't an offensive rebound, but you don't want to give Cahokia these second chances to put points on the board. They'll inbound. Miller comes across. He doesn't get it. Grant works his way down low on Bates. Over to Mekhi Henderson. Right at Bates and scores. What a tough finish. 60-55 now. Cahokia testing Marion. Not letting them get away with this one easy. Looks like Cam Curry's okay. He's back at the scores table getting ready to check in. Miller tried to draw the charge on House right there on that baseline, but he didn't have his feet quite there in time.
Where's your 5th foul?
5th team foul.
And it looks like House will be back to the line again. He's up to 26 points on the night, with a chance to add 2 more. Talk about a hot start to the season.
2 for the Wildcats, number 15, Mekhi House.
He knocks down the first, and here comes Cam. He'll grab Bates. 2-possession game now after the first one. And he hits the second. 62-55 Wildcat lead. Just now hitting 2 minutes as Cam gets a steal as soon as he gets back in. Euro step with the right finish. What a play by Cam. Now Cahokia trying to do something in isolation. Sincere gets it. Brings it over to House. He'll take one dribble, pull up in the mid-range. No good. Blue fights for it, but doesn't get it. Cahokia now pushing the break. Mackay spin. He loses the ball, and they might have got away with that one. As they say, Cahokia will keep it.
1 minute, 47 seconds left in this one.
And it looks like Cahokia, they've only used one timeout so far, so they'll take one here. Wildcats
right
lead 64-55.
We'll be right back for the conclusion of this one.
We want to help students when they come right out of high school, but we're also here for the adults. After high school, I went to my local community college, and after my first semester, realized that I wasn't quite ready to go to college. And I went back to work in construction for roughly about 15 years. And at the same time, I took classes at community college. It's this idea that you can go back to school at any time for anything, and that's what a community college does for you. That's what John A. Logan does for you.
We are back at Cuss Wilson Gym, where we are down to the nitty-gritty in this one, as Marion holding on to a 9-point lead over Cahokia late here in the fourth quarter. Marion opening its season tonight, trying to get first win in their first game. Cahokia came into this game 2-3 on the season, having already played 5 games. Big disparity, and yet Marion has come out looking good from the very beginning. Now 1 minute 47 left, and Gage Johnson, our play-by-play man tonight, is going to bring the rest of the action to you right now.
Or so you thought. No.
I intended it.
After some technical difficulties, it seems, we're back with it. Griffin will inbound for Cahokia. He finds Mackay, who's been a big help for them offensively this half. He's looking for McHale down low against Blue. 2 dribbles, and they'll call the foul before even the second one. And the way that this has been called tonight, that's a pretty soft one to call, in my opinion. But nonetheless, it's a 13 foul for the Wildcats, 2 away from the bonus now. And that'll be Blue's 3rd foul of the night. Miller gets it on the inbound, and it looks like they'll hit Sincere on a reach. So just like that, now 14 fouls.
I think they actually called that last one on Callahan.
Okay. All right, well now Marion's got 14 fouls, 1 away from the bonus. Not something you wanted to amass in about 10 seconds, but here we go. Pull up 3 from Cahokia. Questionable shot, that's off, but House is able to come with it. He finds Sincere now, who throws it to Cam, back to Callahan. Takes the contact, can't get it, but Cameron gets the rebound. He'll pull this one out a little bit. Maybe look to kill some time off the clock.
Good choice there.
He finds Callahan, gets it back. Swings over to Sincere. Blue screens for Cam. You don't give it to him. Sincere's got it all alone. He picks up his dribble. He finds Cam now. Griffin sneaks up behind and gets the steal though. McHale over to Mackay. Corner to Griffin. Cahokia 3, good! And a timeout Cahokia, as they've now cut it to a 2-possession game, as they've let the 3 fly this half. And it's 64-58 Wildcats with 56 seconds to go.
Timeout, Cahokia.
Hi, Wildcat fans. I'm Brad Poole, president of the Watermark Auto Group. I invite you to come experience the fastest, friendliest, and fairest car buying in our little corner of the world. Our friendly sales representatives will provide you in writing with our best price, trade value, monthly payments, all within minutes of your request. No pressure, no hurdles, no tricks, and no surprises. Experience the Watermark difference for yourself at Watermark Ford Hyundai or Watermark Nissan of Marion. Fast, friendly, fair. That's Watermark.
And we're back here at Cuss Wilson with just under a minute to go. Wildcats leading 64-58 as Cahokia now brings some full court pressure. Inbound to Cam. He's a one-on-one now. They go to trap at half court. Picks it up. It's it to Roper. Backdoor cut to Sincere. 1 dribble. Layup good. Nice job of handling the pressure by the Wildcats. But they don't pick up Miller. He pulls up and that 3's no good though. Roper gets it, hands it off to Cam. Cam pushes it and they won't wait to bring it back. Sincere grabs it. It's turnover though. One of those you might want to have to pull out right there. Griffin now gets another look at a three. He doesn't get it. McHale kicks it out to Miller. That one's good for Cahokia. The Comanches aren't going away anytime soon. They take another timeout. It's 66-61 now with 21 seconds to go. So Cahokia has really let the three ball fly this half. That time, those offensive rebounds making a difference, and Miller's up to 24 points with that three. And they're going to come out right with that pressure again. Marion handled it really well the first time. Second time, tried to get a bucket quick again and weren't able to. So now it's a matter, you got to play things smart. If you can get the bucket, that's nice and all, but you want to kill as much time and don't let Cahokia run up points in a hurry like we know they can. We got 21. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Bill.
No, I was just going to say, as we've said, the Wildcat faithful came out to support their team tonight, including the Marion Maniacs. The student section has done a nice job tonight. Cheerleaders over there, they're getting their money's worth. Everybody's getting their money's worth in this one. As you mentioned, Cahokia just not going away, and Marion managing to hang on to that lead, not letting it get closer than 5 up to this point. We'll see what happens.
21 to go. Roper will look to inbound. Oh, he's got to throw a tough pass. Cam catches it, though. And he'll go up for the bucket and finish. What a tough bucket after a hard catch. I mean, definitely not the pass you want to see.
Hey,
and,
that's your quarterback, though.
Yeah, hey, and you know what?
He has a
Cam might as well have been the wide receiver.
He has a knack for finding the right receiver, and Cam was his receiver. Cam's not a football player, or at least not that I know of. I don't believe that he was on the Wildcat Gridiron team this year, but
he got up and got that one.
Looked like a receiver, didn't he? Now what do we got going on out here?
So when Cam caught it, number 5, Ryford for Cahokia, kind of got caught underneath him. So it looks like he got a twisted ankle.
Okay, all right.
So Cam will go to the line now, looking to convert the and one. This will make it a 8-point game, and barring any disasters here, pretty much put a nail in the coffin. He sinks it. 69-61 now. Kai gets it, doesn't take a shot. Griffin will pull up the three. No good. Cahokia will look to fire up another one. Miller this time with House in his face. Man, what a shot. We don't know that it'll matter too much. 5 seconds to go, and it's a 5-point game, but man, Miller has really filled it up for Cahokia as he's up to 27 after another three.
Somebody on this broadcast team said something about them not being able to hit threes at halftime. I think I was wrong. I mean, sometimes it takes 2 tries at it, but man, that's kept them in the game.
Absolutely.
Hit some threes, and again, down by just 5 after it looked like Marion had it put away once again. There's still time in this one, and Cahokia is, the coaching staff is using their timeouts well and keeping Cahokia in this one. We'll see what Gus Gillespie's got up his sleeve to try to close this thing out.
And that was Cahokia's last time out here, so I'd imagine you get the ball in, this one's all wrapped up. There's not much time to make anything happen there, so Marion leads 69-64. A number of guys getting in on the action. We'll have more stats for you after the game, as I'm pretty sure almost everybody except for Sincere Curry that has played tonight has found themselves on the board. Let's say maybe Bates. But nonetheless, it's been a full team effort on both ends. Wildcats really battling this one out with a nice South 7 matchup here to start the season at home.
4.9 seconds left.
Roper to inbound here. They try to get Cam on that right side. They can't do it. They find House, though, down low, and he'll get fouled. That kills about a second or so off the clock. 3.6 to go now, as that'll send House to the line. And that will be the 5th foul for Miller, as his incredible night for Cahokia will come to an end at 27 points. And House has had an incredible night himself, sitting just at 28 points. Now he'll have a chance to hit 2 more and cap off an extremely efficient debut for him tonight. He hits the first.
Been very good at the line as well.
Absolutely. He's made every opportunity count. He has quietly been the leader for the Wildcats. Nothing too flashy about his game. He's delivered. And he hits the second, so an even 30 for House. Cahokia will roll it, but they'll pick it up and give a good old heave as that misses. And the Wildcats wrap up their first victory of the season, 71-64 over Cahokia at home.
Congratulations to the Wildcats as they open with a win over Cahokia. Cahokia now falls to 2-4 on the season. We are going to be back with the Deaconess Illinois Medical Center post-game show right after this from our sponsors.
Provide both surgical and non-surgical management for musculoskeletal conditions. In fact, about 1 out of 10 patients I see in the clinic actually come to surgery. The other 9 out of 10 we can treat and manage non-surgically. I don't require referrals. Patients can come to see me straight away. My philosophy, again, is optimize non-surgical treatment before I perform surgery. Once I do surgery, unfortunately, I'm a perfectionist. My wife gives me a hassle. If I'm in the room and this picture on the wall is crooked, I will fix it, even in your house. I think part of that is the masonry background, because everything's got to be, again, plumb level and as close to perfect as you can achieve. You can shoot for perfection, accept excellence. That's my rule.
And there we are back at Cuss Wilson Gym as the Wildcats have pulled out the 71-64 win over Cahokia in their season opener. Congratulations to the Wildcats. Gage, let's take a look at, again, we're doing this game without our guy Ross. There we go. Gotta take a look at our scoring. Coming up on the post-game show, we're going to choose our Hub Recreation Center player of the game and talk a little bit about some of the plays of the game. But let's start off with some scoring. Kemper CPA Group once again bringing us by the numbers as we wrap up our scoring for this one.
Absolutely. So the Wildcats come out on top 71-64. And it was Mackay House who led all scorers with an even 30 on the night, accounting for just under half of Wildcats' points as he led the way. And it was Cam Curry who had an incredible second half. Only had 4 in the first, but finished with 18 on the night with 14 second half points. While it was Blue that followed in double figures with 12. He didn't score in the second half, but still made his presence known, whether it was on the glass or defensively for the Wildcats in that second half. While Lawrence, the freshman, had 4 in his varsity debut, with Atkins chipping in 4, including that early dunk on the night, and the lone Roper 3, a big one there in the fourth that kind of stretched things out for the Wildcats at one point. Meanwhile, Cahokia had an outpouring of points for Taven Miller, who had 27 on the night, just behind House, while it was the Henderson brothers, Mackay with 11 and McHale with 9, that led the way for the Comanches.
And nice job, Gage, keeping track of all of that for us tonight. And thanks once again to all of our sponsors for helping us bring this one, including the Kemper CPA Group, which has sponsored our By the Numbers stat segment ever since we started streaming over 5 years ago now here on Wildcat Game Day. We're going to take a quick break. Gage and I are going to talk about a player of the game, and we'll come back and name that right after this short little message.
Once upon a time, there was an angry man with a few sprigs of golden hair. They called him Tony No Locks. Tony No Locks wanted to find the perfect pre-owned motorcycle that was just right. So off he went to visit Black Diamond Harley Davidson. So Tony Nolocks jumped on a pre-owned Road Glide at a great price. Ah, this is just right, he exclaimed. Find what is just right for you and your family at Black Diamond Harley-Davidson.
We are back here for our Deaconess Illinois Medical Center postgame show on Wildcat Game Day. Bill Swinford and Gage Johnson bringing you the action tonight as Marion won in their opener, 71-64. They'll be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock as well as they wrap up a day of basketball here at Cuss Wilson Gym. And we'll remind you of all that here in just a moment. But before we name our player of the game, we are going to bring you some thrilling moments of the game. And what I just wanted to do here was mention a couple of plays that I thought were key in this game and fun to watch. They were thrilling moments right there. And I wanted to mention two seniors. Right off the top of the game, our first dunk of the season was brought to us by Sam Atkins, the 6'3" senior forward who's back in action, having dealt with some injuries in past basketball seasons, survived this football season, signed for a scholarship to play football at Southeast Missouri State, and now came out starting tonight. Didn't have a whole lot tonight, did foul out of the game, I believe, but he, early in the game, he had a flush. He had a dunk that was very important. I think it was one of those things that got Marion's feet under him, and they kind of just got some momentum going, didn't they?
Absolutely. Got the crowd up on its feet, and when you can get the crowd going early in a home game, that you'll take that.
And another exciting moment came from another senior, and that's Callahan Roper, late in the game, hitting a three that I thought was very key. There was a few times when players had to step up. Cahokia was getting uncomfortably close. You had Cam Curry have some really important moments. You had Mackay House, some very, very important moments. But Callahan Roper, the senior, who hadn't scored all night, hadn't had to, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure he had come out the whole night either, and he was managing the action on the court and knew the right time to step up and take that three-pointer and hit a clutch three-pointer.
Absolutely. It's worth noting that's the only three he took on the night as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, about as efficient as you can get right there, 1 for 1. So, really nice shot from him. And then, like you said, Curry, a number of big plays. Finally got that dunk that he was chasing there in the second half. Had 14 second-half points. So, a number of big plays from key contributors throughout the night.
So now we will name our Hub Recreation Center player of the game. I think it's kind of, with as many good performances as we had tonight, a lot of guys had their moments, as we mentioned, but there was just one consistent, kind of quiet player who managed to score a quiet 30 points.
Absolutely. Mackay House. Man, what an impressive start to the season. A sophomore, and you couldn't tell it by the way that he played. He's so poised. Did a really good job of creating contact when he wanted to get himself some space. And we mentioned that being a quiet 30. He wasn't doing anything flashy. He's creating space, getting himself a nice mid-range jumper here. Step through for a layup there. Just kind of doing the little things and picking his moments, not really forcing the action. And that was how he was able to get out to his 30. Because, I mean, when we thought about the plays of the game, there was nothing flashy that came to mind from House, but he filled up the stat sheet. And even when Cam went down with that foul trouble there early on to close out that first half, he kind of took over for the Wildcats, and he was the steady force that drove their offense and allowed them to get an early conference win to start the season.
And they'll turn it right back around tomorrow. Of course, that's basketball for you. Back-to-back, they waited for this opener. Now they play again tomorrow night right back here at Cuss Wilson Gym. But before that, we will start a day full of basketball here in the Cuss Wilson Shootout as the Marion girls, the undefeated Marion girls, take on Triad at 11 o'clock. Gage and I will be right back here. You might as well just camp out, I guess, while we're here, because it's a long way up and down these bleachers. But I guess I'll go home. But we'll be right back here by 11 o'clock tomorrow and bringing you the girls. I'm looking forward to seeing seeing the Marion girls in action. And then remind us, if you got that in front of you, remind
Absolutely.
us our other games of the day.
Yeah, so we got the girls one first at 11 against Troy Triad, and then it's boys games for the rest of the day, starting with Vienna and Effingham at 1, Robinson and Carlisle County, Kentucky at 2:30, Meridian and Lawrenceville at 4 p.m., followed by Waltonville versus Carbondale at 5:30, and Freeburg versus Marion at 7. Now, mind you, it's a tournament, so odds are a lot of these games are going to run behind, so those are some loose start times, but those are about when you can expect those games to take action. And like Bill said, we'll be here for the girls one, and then we'll have the boys game against Freeburg to wrap up the night tomorrow as well. So be staying tuned to all of our social media and the Wildcat Game Day live streams, of course.
But tonight, congratulations again to the Wildcats, having won this one by a final score
71-64.
And they'll be back in action tomorrow, and we'll look forward to that. For Gage Johnson, I'm Bill Swinford and the Swinford Media Group. Riley and Ross Swinford couldn't be here tonight, won't be here tomorrow, but they'll be back with us very soon. Meanwhile, we'll do our best to bring you that girls' game tomorrow and show you what they're all about. I think you'll enjoy watching them play. Thanks for tuning in with us, and tune with us every time. And be sure, if you get a chance, to thank one of our sponsors that you'll see in this closing sponsor roll. Do that, because they make all of this possible here on the Swinford Media Group, and we do appreciate them so much. Until next time on Wildcat Game Day, good night, everybody.
Thanks for watching this live stream of Marion High School athletics on the Wildcat Game Day. The action is brought to you by the Swinford Media Group and all of our sponsors. Watermark Auto Group, John A. Logan College, Black Diamond Family of Businesses, Illinois Army National Guard, Deaconess Illinois Medical Center, Binkley-Ross Funeral Home, Legence Bank, First Southern Bank, Bank of Herrin, Banterra Bank, Kenya Garner State Farm Insurance, Paul Jacobs for Senate, SouthernTrust Bank, Marion Plumbing, Austin Dickson, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Anderson Boys Trash Service, The Roofing Guys, Anderson's Furniture, SIU Credit Union, Clark Natural Stone, Kemper CPA Group, Wit Wisdom, The Hub Recreation Center, The Print Shop, Blush and Ivory Bridal Boutique, Moreland, Bishop McDonald's,